Well, hey everyone, welcome to our channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to talk all about where you might want to live if you are considering moving to King George County. And that's probably why you're here, probably why you're watching this video, because you're thinking about relocating to King George. But before we get started, it's pretty interesting to me that I finally got her to stand by water without a fishing rod in her hand.
I'm always a little nervous that he's going to push me.
Yeah, if she says the wrong thing, off in the water she goes. But seriously, today we're going to take a look at where you might want to live if you are considering moving to King George. But before we begin, we are Virginia Realtors. This is Ruthie Buck, my business partner. I am Jeff Edmiston. We are Virginia real estate agents, and as much as we like making these videos, educating you on everything about living, working, and playing in the greater Fredericksburg area, we like even more helping you with your real estate needs. So if you are considering moving to this area or have any questions about living, working, playing here, or real estate in general, call Ruthie, text Ruthie, call me too if you want. Send smoke signals, email, whatever you'd like to do. We love getting those calls, and we look forward to helping you.
And then on that note, not sure if you saw it, but you can probably hear it. Such a great lifestyle you can lead in King George with all the surrounding water.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite spots in the entire county. This is the boat ramp at Hopyard Farm. It really is right a part of the Hopyard Farm community, realistically. But it's really quiet. This is the Rappahannock River that you're looking at, navigable all the way to the Chesapeake Bay. But up here at King George, it's a relatively small river, great fishing, great recreational opportunity.
And probably for real great fishing because it smells like fish.
We've been watching fish jump since we've been here. If you look at a map of King George, in my mind, we kind of break the entire county down into three different parts. You have the northern part of the county, which appeals to those people who really want that big water lifestyle. The Potomac River borders the northern part of the county, and there's some great communities up there right on the Potomac River. Then you have the western part of the county, which is closer to Fredericksburg. If you're in the western part of King George County, you're 15 minutes or so from downtown Fredericksburg, 20 minutes or so from the interstate. So if you want the lower cost of living, the little slower pace of life King George offers, but you still commute north to DC or work in Fredericksburg, there are some great communities in that area as well. And then you have the more eastern central part of the county, which we find a lot of people end up living there because they work at Dahlgren. Very short and quick commute on most days to Dahlgren from that part of the county. And you got some great diversity of communities within the county.
So if you like what you hear and you like seeing us on video, then like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share.
That way you never miss a thing.
So one of our communities that we're going to discuss today is Hopyard Farms. I'm actually standing right now in front of their clubhouse, which is such an amazing, beautiful place. Hopyard Farm is located off of Route 3 in King George, right around off of the, not Potomac River,
The Rappahannock River.
The Rappahannock, thank you. I was couldn't think of it, the Rappahannock River. The clubhouse itself is, I say beautiful, but inside, you've got such an amazing area. It includes several things such as a great fitness room. It also has a media room where you can watch movies if you choose. There is also the pool tables. They have pool tables. If you want or don't have enough to do at your own house, this is the place to come if you live in this community. They've got a really nice pool in the back. Is it an Olympic size, Jeff?
I don't know about that, but it's like a water park to me.
Yeah.
Which you're beginning to see right now. It's a massive, massive pool.
And this is just off of the Rappahannock, because if you can see the Rappahannock River from the pool area, from the tot lot that they have, the tennis courts that they have here. It is an amazing, beautiful place. This is one of the highlights of this community.
And I forget the actual square footage, but I believe this clubhouse is like 11 or 12,000 square feet.
And when I talk about the gym inside this clubhouse, we're talking a really nice gym area to where you wouldn't have to go outside of the community and pay an additional fee for a fitness center. You could just come here, which is included in your HOA fee.
And this is one of the, when we were talking about how the county is broken down, this is a community that a lot of people choose to live in if they work in Fredericksburg or commute north, because we're on the western side of the county. So from here, you're only 20 minutes or so from Fredericksburg. So it's a great location for people who are in that situation as well.
Very true. The community layout itself is a really nice, it has a great layout. They have they have sidewalks in the community, they have street lights in the community, which is an awesome thing because it's not, being in King George, it's a very rural type area and can be pretty dark in the evenings or in the night, so having street lights is an awesome thing. I want to say the average or the median home price in this neighborhood is $485,000, I believe. Well worth it. The size of the homes is amazing in here. Definitely deceiving when you see the front and you actually get in some of these homes and look at them.
And this is my favorite part of the community, the fact that it sits right on the bank of the Rappahannock River. So where we are right now, we're actually standing just behind that beautiful clubhouse on the banks of the Rappahannock River. I guess the only other thing I would add is while this is more toward the western side of the county, it's still not a bad drive to Dahlgren at all from here.
No, we've sold several homes in here actually for people who are now working at Dahlgren that wanted to be in this neighborhood and really wanted to be in this neighborhood for some of the things that we mentioned, the clubhouse and all of its amenities for the neighborhood and the Rappahannock River. So another neighborhood that we wanted to talk about was Presidential Lakes. Presidential Lakes is located again off of Route 3 headed towards King George, in King George actually. Very close to King George Middle School and King George High School. Great community as well, a very large community that has actually two sides to it. Would they be east and west or north and south?
I would say north and south.
North and south sides to it. I'm standing here right now in front of the pool area, which is, as you can see, very colorful. Such a great area. It gives it a great community feel as well. One thing is Jeff and I pulled up that I noticed, which you don't see in many communities, is the horseshoes. There's also a place to play horseshoes in their community section of Presidential Lake.
Yeah, Ruthie mentioned the location. It's truly right in the heart of King George, the town of King George. And this is very much a park-like setting right behind the pool that we're walking into right now. There are the horseshoes Ruthie was talking about.
You also have a couple nice areas, the covered shelter areas, like what we're seeing right now, that the community has use of for when you have large gatherings, or instead of using your home on nice days, you could come up and use the community area.
With the charcoal grills.
And if you have kids, then over to the side, you also have the park area, or the tot lot.
And picnic tables everywhere. And this is really a pretty interesting community for, in my opinion, because of the various different styles of homes. You can go to a lot of communities and it's almost like a cookie cutter. Every house looks like every other house. This is not a community that's like that at all. So another neighborhood we want to tell you about is Fairview Beach. This is a very unique little community that's off of Route 218 in King George. It's the northern end. Now we're in the area where we're talking about on the map where people want that big water lifestyle. You're going to find that here at Fairview Beach. We'll tell you a lot of other unique things about it as well, but what you see behind me is Tim's Restaurant. We're going to talk about that too. Let's take a walk. So this is Tim's 2. Tim's, I think is 1, is on Lake Anna.
Yes.
It is a very well-known restaurant for seafood and a lot of American fare. But what's really great about this one is it sits right on the Potomac River. It is literally right next to Fairview Beach community. So you can walk or drive a golf cart because it's a golf cart community, right, Ruthie?
It is. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a golf cart? I love driving through this neighborhood and seeing the golf carts. And what's funny is you see some golf carts just parked up on people's porches.
Yep. And the community has a beach.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the beach. You have the boat launch, obviously. You have so many options ranging from custom Southern style homes to beach cottages. I mean, you just look at the view. You cannot beat this view.
I especially really like the view that way.
When people are buying in here, they're buying the lifestyle. Although I will say, it's not, I mean, the average median home price in this neighborhood is $340,000. So honestly, I don't feel like that's bad.
Yeah.
Not when you get, have access to all this and you've got this lifestyle.
In today's market, $340,000 is really, really good.
Yeah.
Want to hear a quick story about this place?
Sure.
So about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway out this dock here on the other side of Tim's, connected to Tim's, we were having dinner, we were walking back and we stopped and leaned across the rail just like this, and my daughter dropped her wallet into the water. And we're watching it, we looked over and we're looking at it, it's like, okay, it's kind of floating, so I think we can get it. So I come hustling down, went down here and into the water, up under the dock, and when I got there, it was gone. So I'm looking all around feeling, okay, it's gotta be here. I'm feeling with my feet, and we're getting a delivery of Corona beer right here at Tim's. I'm feeling with my feet, thinking, where did this wallet go? Finally, I'm about to give up, and for some reason, I look up and I see a flash of something on the water about 150 yards that way where the camera's pointing on the river. I'm like, really? Did her wallet get that far, that fast?
Floated that far?
It's like, nah, but yeah, I'm gonna swim over there and see it. So I swam from under the dock out there, and sure enough, it was her wallet.
Wow, you were brave, so I wouldn't have been under the dock, and I surely wouldn't have swam under it.
Yeah. I was hero daddy that day, for a couple minutes anyway. And it's a great place to sit out on the dock in the evening as the sun's going down, have a drink, watch people on the water, just enjoy sitting on the water yourself. That red palm tree in the background lights up at night.
Yeah, and again, I mean, the median home price, you cannot beat $340,000.
I agree.
Especially in today's market.
All right, we kind of saved, in my opinion, maybe the best for last. This is the prestigious Potomac Landing community on the banks of the Potomac River. If you want the water lifestyle like we were just talking about in Fairview Beach for a good bit more money, this is where you want to be. These are some fantastic homes. Even better view, in my opinion, than what you had in Fairview Beach. This is just a beautiful, beautiful spot on the river. Let's go take a look at the community. Well, the price point in here is considerably different than Fairview Beach. The price point in Potomac Landing, the average price is $885,000. What was it in Fairview Beach? $340,000?
Yes.
But we're looking at considerably bigger homes and often newer homes. More of them actually sitting right on the banks of the river than you have in Fairview Beach as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a bit of a more higher end lifestyle than what you actually have at Fairview Beach, especially when you're comparing the homes, the actual style of the homes, the way these homes are built. They're much larger as well.
And we're still in the northern end of the county, obviously on the Potomac River. This is not a bad drive at all to Dahlgren. If someone works in Dahlgren, this is a great location. But man, the homes here are just beautiful.
And you have access here to, you've got the boat ramp, you've got the pier in this neighborhood. There's also I guess kind of like what you call a marina area, where if you need any kind of maintenance to your boat or jet skis, or they've got that right here with easy access to it as well in the neighborhood.
And there's a couple of fishing ponds, at least one. I think there's a second one. That second one might be private, but there's at least one fishing pond, especially great for kids within the community as well. We just helped a client buy a home in here. Actually, a client who saw one of our videos called us, like we would encourage you to do, and literally just a few days ago moved into their new house here in Potomac Landing.
So this is also a neighborhood where you'll see several golf carts riding around as well. And another community that definitely has that home feeling, and to where everybody pretty much knows everybody in here, and everybody's very friendly. Every time I've been in here, everybody waves, they talk to you.
This is definitely a close-knit community, and you're right. I mean, and talking when we were helping our client buy their house, and talking to the neighbors, they could rattle off every name and point to exactly where each person lived. All right, so that is 4 different communities that we've shared with you today. Opportunities of different options for you to live in King George County. Some were on the southern part of the county and closer to Fredericksburg. One was more in the middle of the county, and a couple in the north end right on the Potomac River. And there are a lot of other options in King George as well. You don't have to be in a community. There are a lot of rural homes that can be bought and sold in King George as well.
So if you like what you see and you want to keep learning, then like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our video.
And again, like I said, we are Virginia real estate agents, and as much as we like making these videos, helping you learn all about the communities in our area, like Ruthie said, we like even more helping you find your perfect house. So call us, text us. The phone number should be on the screen and in the description below. We love getting those calls, and we'd love to talk to you, and we will see you in the next video.